Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Free Road Radio. That was a jam-packed last episode we had, but this episode is guaranteed to blow your mind. I am bringing someone, the man, the myth, the legend. Ever since I've been here in Orlando, this man has been nothing but an abundance of blessings, and I've watched him DJ a couple of times, and let me tell you, he is the Mix King. I would put him against anybody in Orlando. Introducing DJ LYVWYR. Y'all make some noise, make some noise, make some noise.
My brother? What's up?
Thank you,
man?
Thank you for coming by. Well, just so they can know, go ahead and tell my audience a little bit about yourself, like where you're from, how you came to be the DJ LYVWYR, and just a little bit of information you just want us to know.
Well, first of all, I am originally from Trinidad and Tobago.
Nice.
That's where I was born. I came here when I was like maybe 6 or 7.
Okay.
Was raised in Brooklyn, New York.
New York.
Yeah, man. New York. So, my influence in hip hop goes really deep because obviously growing up there, especially in the inception of hip hop, when you got to really see it grow. I have mentors like the Awesome Two who are legendary in hip hop. They discovered a lot of artists. They were the first to ever have a hip hop radio show anywhere. Right. So, I had those kinds of influences. Of course, as you already know, I from time to time tour with my man Dougie Fresh. There's that. I've worked with artists like Rampage, the Last Boy Scout, Kool Kim from the UMCs, Chubb Rock, a lot of old school artists that are still out there doing their thing, man. Nice, so nice. I've been blessed. I mean, I'm really happy with how things turned out. I'm also a military vet.
Say who to that.
Who? Yeah. I was in the Army for 8 years. I traveled the world. I lived in Hawaii and Queensland, Australia, all over the place, man. So I'm really happy with the way that things turned out. Because I wasn't sure for a long time. I didn't know how it was going to turn out.
Hey, life does that to you sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's the journey. It's the journey that makes everything worth it. So tell us a little bit about your DJ journey. You, with all these influences and everything, you didn't just get behind a board and just start mixing down. So how was it like as a beginner DJ for you?
I absolutely 100% sucked. I was terrible. To the point where, so I grew up in this building, and shout out to my cousin Keith, because him and my uncle Ricky, they're around the same age, but they were the first in the family to really do it. And I used to, as a really, really young child coming here from Trinidad, he used to have all the equipment in his room, and they'd be in there practicing, and then they pick up all this equipment. And I don't know, like now we just show up with a laptop. Back then, it was like you had to take the entire rack. The rack is heavy as I don't know what. Then you gotta take the turntables, all the crates of records. Now imagine you're living on the 10th floor and you have to take all this stuff down, right? To go do a 2-hour gig, 2-3-hour gig, whatever it was, a block party, a basement party, whatever it is, right? So, I used to ask him, can I learn how to DJ? And he would just brush it off or whatever. So what I used to do, when they would go out with girls or whatever, I'd go in the room and I just mess around myself.
Of course.
Now, they're Caribbean DJs, so they didn't really have a whole lot of hip hop, which I was into at the time.
Right. But
they used to have one record, which was Joe Ski Love, the Pee Wee Herman Dance. And I took this record and I would just practice while they were gone. And they never knew that I was messing with it. Yeah. And then I broke the needle. And then he... Right. So, he came home one day, realized the needle is broke. Typical Caribbean family that's migrating, right? So it's a lot of cousins in the house. Aunties, uncles, whatever, in this one small apartment.
One big old village.
And he just lined all us little cousins up and was like, yo, who broke my needle? And I didn't want anybody else to get beat, so I admitted it, right? And luckily he showed me some grace. He was like, yo, I'm gonna teach you how to DJ since you want to do it so bad. so you can stop messing with my stuff and you'll learn how to actually use it.
Yeah.
So he started teaching me when I was really young. And as the time went on in Brooklyn, I started getting better and better. I started back then they had the child labor laws, right? So you couldn't work. But what you could do is you could go to the grocery store and bag groceries for tips. Right? So what I used to do is I would, after school, after I finished my homework and everything, I asked my mother, could I go? I go to the grocery store, bag groceries, get money, go to Beach Street Records down on Fulton, and buy my records. So I've been collecting since I was young.
This sounds like a movie.
I mean,
it sounds like a movie because like you only like if you know just all the movies that we have nowadays, even old school 90 movies when they dictate like how DJs used to come up, it's like every time I got paid, went to the record store, got the new vinyl, went home, went to work on it. That's crazy, and you lived it. That's even more authentic.
It's crazy. It's wild because my mother is an old school Caribbean mom, and anybody out there, if you got old school Caribbean moms, you already know it's either you gotta be in medicine, you gotta be a lawyer, or you gotta be in finance. You can't be in nothing else unless it's those three categories. You can't do it, right?
I hear them laughing in the front.
It's the truth. It's the truth. And my mom, every time I would buy records, all you would hear is the sucking of the teeth. Just, boy, what you doing spending all this money on them damn records, boy? Save your money, right? So I got all of that. And now it's completely different. Like my mom, obviously she knows what I do and at the level I do it. So now she's like so proud of me now, which you live for your parents' admiration. So it's a wonderful thing. But sometimes you just got to go with what you believe in and not worry about other people's vision for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. With you being around so many, how do I want to say this? But you being around so many high-leveled people, how do you remain so humble? That's one thing that a lot of people, that when they describe you, that is one of the first things that come out of their mouth, is that you are the most humblest person they met. Do you care to shed some light on that?
For me, I don't want anybody to give me anything I haven't earned. Right? And that includes respect. If I haven't earned it, I don't expect you to just do it because I so-called have a name. I don't care about that. Nice. I want to prove to you that I respect your opinion, I hear you, and that I want to build a genuine bridge or a genuine friendship. I don't expect you to just be like, oh, well, he does this and he does that, so, I got to be cool with him. No, I want to earn that from you.
Absolutely.
And so for me, like when I'm around people, especially when I meet celebrities, to be honest with you, I'm mad uncomfortable when I meet celebrities because I didn't grow up that way to be like in people's faces and like, I just didn't grow up that way. I grew up in a way where if you want respect, you got to earn it. So I don't really look at it like that. But luckily for me, I always end up around good people. Nice. Good people with good energy, because I do believe that energy is what really keeps you grounded when you deal with people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm also the type of person when the energy is bad, I'm like, hey, I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta know when to remove yourself because
I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I don't need that. But yeah, man, I just try to give out the best energy that I can, and hopefully it comes back to me. Does it always work? No. But that's okay. That's God's way of telling me I don't need to be here.
I can respect that.
So
we're going to do a complete 180.
Yeah.
Going back to your past with the crates and the vinyls and everything. With you being an old school DJ, and as we know, DJing today has just expanded tenfold. At what point in time did you decide that you had to make the digital change?
Woo! that took a while because, and I can't speak for every vinyl DJ, but I have to just speak my truth. It wasn't that I wasn't impressed by the vinyls by switching from vinyl to digital.
Okay. That
wasn't it at all. But I was married to my vinyl. When you let me explain.
Please explain.
When you invest so much in that relationship with that vinyl, it's hard to leave.
I can
like you done put in, just imagine this vinyl is your wife. You done put in money, time, you done put your hands on it quite a few times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are connected to that. You even remember where y'all met. You remember where you bought that record. You know what I'm saying?
This is like
where you bought it.
Genuine. Like,
yes.
Like,
even when you in a party and you like, how these people not fit? I need to show this woman off. And you play that record regardless if they ever heard it or not. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is your wife. So going to digital was like, you kind of almost felt like you're leaving her.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
And it's hard to like right now I got a garage full of vinyl. Just shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves of it. And it hurts sometimes that, because I walk past it and I'm like, dang, like, I really need to do a party where I get to just use all vinyl.
Yeah.
Because I don't like feeling like I forgot where I came from.
Because vinyls isn't a lost art, but to find someone that can actually put a fresh vinyl on there, know where to drop the needle, and then still get on the other one and put a brand new vinyl.
Yes.
Know where to mix it down, go to the one that's playing, lift it while another one is coming. That is
It's tough, man. It's tough. I remember, I'll just tell this real quick story.
Go ahead.
Rest in peace to my man, Fat Man Scoop. But actually, I'm sorry, K Slay. Me and K Slay did a party. This was when, maybe a couple years after I made the switch. Once I got on to Serato. Shout out to DJ Nasty too. They was on my neck about switching. So I ended up switching to Serato. Got myself a Mac. Whatever. I was getting used to it. And I was like, man, I'm loving this. Like, no more carrying crates. I'm enjoying this. This is like back in the day. So I had this party to do with DJ K Slay. Rest in peace. So Slay flew in. He had crates of records. This is like 2007, maybe 2006 or 7. Mm-hmm. So K Slay flies in. He has all the Now we're having this conversation. The club hasn't opened yet. We're in the green room and we're having this conversation about vinyl and DJ. Ooh. And I don't know, he kind of tried to play me a little bit because I don't think he understood that I came from vinyl. So he was just like, man, all that Serato and all that, that's trash, blah, 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 So I'm like, yo, honestly, man, like, I don't miss carrying crates. I really don't. Like, I'm just going to keep it real with you.
At all.
I'm enjoying this a lot. I didn't know I would enjoy it this much. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, the party starts. I open for Slay. I'm doing my thing. Party's lit, crowded, everything's going crazy. Mm-hmm. So K Slay gets on. He goes to analog. He starts putting on a record. Well, as you know, everything is now. I'm sorry, that's me.
Is he?
This thing is going on.
I was like, wait,
as you know,
is that me?
I put it on silent, but I'm sitting on it, so now it's gonna make noise. So anyways, so he goes to analog. He puts the first record on. Now, as you know, now we're in the digital age. They don't make booths to handle the vibration for vinyl anymore, right? So he puts it on. It's all kinds of feedback. The needle is skipping because the bass bottoms are right underneath the booth.
Bumping the table.
And it's boom, 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 boom. And he's on top of that. They also don't make booths so that you could search for vinyl anymore. So now he has a mini flashlight in his mouth and he's looking through the crates trying to find the next record.
He working hard.
I mean, hard. He gets maybe 4 or 5 songs in. He turns to me. He goes, Live, nah, you got to take over. I can't get anything done. So I was like, all right, cool. I said, well, yo, how about this? I'll hook back up and you just control the mic and we'll just do it like that for the rest of the night. And he was like, all right, cool.
Fair.
And that's what we did. And afterwards he was like, yo, I got to switch.
Ooh,
I got to switch because I can't get anything done.
That's a hard, and if you weren't there, and if you weren't cool.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
man.
Because it was crazy. Now, I'll get back on if the DJ asks me to.
Absolutely.
But if a promoter comes to me
Wait
and
a
is
minute.
like, yo, can you, no.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that etiquette real quick. I think that is a DJ etiquette that needs to be explained. Why is that so? Because a lot of DJs don't understand, like, yeah, you could come look at me, you could touch my board, you could do this, that, and another. It is one thing when I give you permission.
Yes.
It is another thing when you either listen to somebody else or go off your own premonition and think that you could touch my board.
Yes.
Can you just deep dive in that for a little bit?
So there's times where you might be doing a gig and the person that goes on after you, for whatever reason, promoter's not happy with him. He's doing whatever he wants to do. He's not paying attention to the crowd. Whatever it is, I don't know. Mm-hmm. And the promoter might come to you and say, hey, can you get back on? And my answer is always no. No. And there's several reasons for that. Number one, I am not going to go up there in front of that crowd and embarrass that man. There's no way. You couldn't get me to do it. I'm not doing it. Now, you as the promoter, this is your party. If you want to go up to him and say, hey, are you good? Or, hey, people are asking for this, or whatever it is, that's your prerogative.
There's a way to do it.
Yeah, but I'm not taking him off because, number one, there's also lessons in failure. It's called failing forward, right? So if I'm up, and trust me, as DJs, we are harder on ourselves than anybody could ever be. So when I'm up there and I know I ain't going right, I can feel it. Okay?
Sing your soul.
Right. But I don't need to be saved, J. Cole. Okay? I don't need to be saved. Let me go through what I got to go through. I'll be better next time, or I might be better in a few minutes. But I have to feel it out in order for me to get to where I'm going. You're never going to learn if people keep saving you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the clip. That's the clip right there that's going to circulate Instagram. Right there.
Yeah,
because a lot of DJs don't understand. They can, you can get all the gigs in the world. You can do this, that, and another. But until you start failing while DJing,
yes,
that's when you start really getting them big steps. Cause like you comfortable DJing, that mean you good, you whatever. Until you get in front of that crowd that challenges you, that makes you go into your library, that makes you go, hey, I've heard this song at every other club. Can you play something else? And now you got to really like.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Speaking of, what is your all-time favorite banger to play at a party?
Ooh. Okay, so I've been around since the beginning. So for me, out of all the years that I've been doing this, to me, nothing ever hits like BBD Poison. Nothing. Like, I can play that for any crowd, any age, anywhere, white people, black people, whatever.
Yeah.
And they will always sing it and they will always rock to it, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know that power, so I don't use that power very often. I will wait until I need that power and then I will use it. But outside of that, like, I really do feel like that song is just like, I don't know what it is. People hear it, that dun 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 dun, and just people just lose it.
They lose it.
You know? So, yeah.
Next question. What is your favorite genre of music to mix in? Of course, hip hop.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's different sections.
I really love. Now, you probably already know this because you've seen me warm up.
I'm asking for interview purposes, but yes, I'm fully aware because I love your genre of choice every single time.
Now, you've seen me warm up before the club opens, and I love playing like that underground slum village. You know, Jay Dilla, Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Premier. all that stuff. I love all of that stuff. I also love new disco. I love, dance hall, of course.
Of course.
I have a very large palette when it comes to music. Like, I'll listen to pretty much anything. Except for Kid Rock. I ain't listening to no Kid Rock. But I'll listen to everything else.
I got you. Look, I had to let out the side because it's like, I understand. I completely understand.
Nah, but seriously, and that's no slight to him. I respect artists who will not compromise their creative control and will not change who they are for the sake of who everybody else wants them to be.
Tyler, the Creator.
Right? Exactly.
Tyler,
exactly.
the Creator.
So those are the types of artists that I'm normally drawn to.
Nice.
So, not necessarily what I would play in a crowded club, because it's not about me, it's about them.
Yeah.
But the types of artists that I like when I'm home practicing or I'm listening to, those would be the type of artists that I listen to.
You know what? Speaking of practicing, because this is something that a lot of DJs have asked me over the years. How long do you practice at home? And what do your practice sessions actually involve?
Okay, so I would like to practice a half an hour.
Okay.
That never happens.
Absolutely.
Because once I go in there, like if I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I should go practice. And I go in there, I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep it to a half an hour so I can get some other stuff done. Mm-hmm. Half an hour turns to 2 hours, 3 hours. Sometimes sometimes I go in there at 10 o'clock at night. I don't walk out of there until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Just practicing. And normally I'm practicing like scratches and stuff, but there's also a portion of that practice where I'm practicing on records I haven't yet really played. Like say you downloaded from your record pool a bunch of new records, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You test it, like you listen to it before you download it, and you're like, okay, this might work in a club or whatever, but you haven't really played it or practiced on it yet.
Absolutely.
So a lot of times I'll take a portion of that and I'll just practice on new records to see what else I can make them work with, so that when I'm in the club, I'll be more prepared, as opposed to somebody asking me to play it and I have no idea where the posts are.
And marked up.
Yeah, like nothing.
Smart. Okay. Okay.
So I do that at home too.
If you could give young DJs a tip, especially young DJs that are maybe just bought their first board, or maybe they did just get that first big event, what's something you would tell them?
Well, really, it would be two things. Number one, your heart is going to tell you where to go. Because I think sometimes you get so nervous and you got so many people coming at you all at once trying to tell you what the party needs. Mm-hmm. I'm not telling you don't take some of those things into consideration, because everybody is not always wrong. What I'm saying is your heart will tell you who is right. And sometimes that person is you. Okay, sometimes it's you. Sometimes you're the person that's right. I don't know how many times this has happened to you, but how many times have you been playing a party and you start to realize the energy's coming down a little bit and you choose a record, and then a person walks up to you and is like, yo, can you play this? And that's the record you just put on the screen.
Absolutely. That's happened like a couple of times. It's just like, I need something to go up. And then literally somebody will be like, hey, you got that one song? And then I'll just point at the screen. And they're just like, yo. And they'll just start, they'll do the crazy, like, and if it's really one of them parties, oh, you want a show? No, yes. I'm good, bro.
Yes. Yes.
Drop it, and the whole club just start going crazy.
That's it. And see, now in that instance, he was right. So are you, right? Sometimes I think, and this is the other thing. I said two things. This is the other thing. There's nothing in life ever, I don't care if it's your job, your relationship, your friendships, ever, where ego is necessary. It is absolutely unnecessary. You don't need it for anything. I can't think of one thing that you need ego for. And some people think that ego is confidence, and they're two separate things.
totally
two separate things.
One will lead you down a path of righteousness. The other one will lead you down a path of pain and
there
suffering.
you are.
Like
there you are. And most people that are afflicted with ego don't realize it's bad for them until it's way too late.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Stuck in their ways, and man, it's very toxic.
Yeah.
Very, very toxic. And some people don't, I'll even comment on that and say some people don't have what it takes to cut that limb off.
Yeah.
Because it's so attached to them. It's so into it with how they are. And removing that literally removes a part of their personality.
Yes. I mean, I give you an example. There's this one time me and Dougie Fresh are doing this party down for Jazz in the Gardens, right? Mm-hmm. And it's crowded. It's just a ton of people, just crowded. You can see just a sea of people. And he's performing and he's doing his thing. And he starts to get that feeling like, yo, I don't think this is going the way that I wanted to, and I'm not really sure why. So he's rocking. They're rocking. He comes to the back of the booth. He's like, yo, let me follow you for about 5 minutes. I need to figure this out. So I figure I'm in South Florida, right? Huge Caribbean population. So I just start playing soca. The whole crowd just goes crazy. Yeah. So now I'm in Caribbean mode. So I'm playing. So he's hyping the crowd and all that stuff. So he kind of steps back again and he says to me, he's like, yo, I'm following you the rest of the way. So I'm playing music. I'm bouncing around, dancehall, soca, reggaeton, hip hop. I'm bouncing around and he's following me and everything's going great. And of course he ends it off with his big record, The Show, right? And the Dougie. Mm-hmm. So when everything is over, he comes up to me and he's like, do you know why I did that? And I was like, I have no idea. Like
I'm just DJ. I'm working. You told me to work and I'm working.
And I worked. And he's like, because there's no room for ego when you're trying to entertain. You can't worry about, well, this is my show and I'm the headliner and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. We're part of the same team trying to attain the same objective, which is to entertain.
Absolutely.
Right? And he's like, do you think that they care that I was following you or you were following me? They don't care.
They just wanted to party.
They just wanted to party. And look at them now. Now they're all happy.
Tired, sweating.
Yes.
Then probably someone then broke a sweat. Broke out. Man. I tell you what though, I aspire to get to that level one day because like I said, you are really one of those people that as they move forward, you always turn around and like, you good? You good?
Yes.
You good? And that's something I aspire to. You're actually the reason why, well, I won't say the full reason. You're part of the reason why I do what I do, like at Free World Radio and Free World Generals. Like, cause I don't know. It's just like when I came here to the city, I knew nobody. I didn't have any connections or anybody. You were one of the first like real big DJs I met. And my past experience with big DJs or DJs that have a name is just horrible. Like it's
same.
Yeah. So, coming to Florida, coming to Orlando and, just seeing the music scene and then y'all introduced me to everybody. Yeah, that was different. Yeah. That was different. And, I say, once again, thank you once again, because you probably saved me from like not being done with DJing.
Yes.
But before we go, pretty sure you heard on the last episode, but it's time for DJ Red Table's wild question of the day.
I might be ready. Might be.
Oh, I have one for you.
Okay.
There is a cartoon character.
Okay.
And he wants to take you to DJ the biggest bash in the multiverse.
Okay.
Who is this cartoon character? Why did you choose them? And where do you go?
I'm going to Thundera. Lionel, Lord of the Thundercats, asked me to DJ. I'm going to Thundera. First of all, Chitara fine. So we just gonna start there. You know what I'm saying? Panthro black. I know he gray, but I know he black.
Yo.
Okay?
This is the realest answer ever. Just keep going.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, Lionel just that cool dude, man.
I'm not arguing with you at all.
He just that cool dude.
I knew asking you was the right reason.
He just that cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to, it'd be there. Now, I also wouldn't be mad if Michelangelo from the Turtles asked me too. I wouldn't be mad, but I ain't DJing in no sewer, bro. I'm not going down there. I'm not going down there. But I'll go to, you know.
You know, that is hilarious. All right, I was not expecting that. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is how you. Yes. Last thing I will ask you to do is please give your shout outs to the Free World Nation, the Free World, who else, whoever you would like to give a shout out to.
I want to give a shout out to all my people over at 104.5 The Beat. You know, starting with my man Kelly V, my man Cam, G-Wiz, also my guy Jeremy. We go to all the Knicks games together. He's my big boss. He also runs XL and all the other stations there. But
nice. Shout
out to Jeremy. I also want to shout out my mama. I love my mama. Shout out my brother, my girl, everybody. Just shout out everybody. You guys are wonderful. You guys are the reason why I became what I became. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where I'm at with it.
Well, everybody, as y'all see, this was one of the greatest interviews, not just because it was funny, but because of the content, the gems that are in this. To all the young DJs out there, please remember, it's going to get harder before it gets better.
Yes.
It's going to get harder, and you do not need the most expensive equipment to be the best. It helps.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah.
But if you can't afford it, do not go broke trying to be the best. Just practice, 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 and I guarantee you one day you will end up in this position, if not further. If not further.
Yes. Show love, because, just because I care about you doesn't mean I don't care about myself. Just because I check for you doesn't mean I don't check for myself. It doesn't hurt anything by doing that. Nothing. Hurts nothing.
And with those words of wisdom, y'all have a great night. This is Free World Radio. Until next time.
Peace. Wakanda forever.